Hi everyone, it's Sergio Day Trader. I'm back with another weekly overview video on the U.S. futures market. Today is May 29th, 2023. It is Memorial Day, so I did just want to start this video off by giving a big shout out and a big thank you to all of our fellow veterans, both male, female, all genders, all ages across this country. Thank you for your service. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. We love you. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. Wanted to start this aside from Memorial Day, though it is important, happy Monday to everyone outside of the US. Hope your week has started well. I hope you hit some good trades last week. It was kind of a crazy close to the week, post FMOC, with a review of last week. So we will be discussing mostly what happened post FMOC. I didn't trade Monday or Tuesday, and obviously I don't trade on FMOC day, so I really only traded on Thursday. I put in a few trades Thursday morning, and then Friday I took off to LA. My girlfriend and I took off for the weekend and got together with some family and some friends out there. So all right, so this is last week's picture in various different two different types of market profiles, right? So we have the RT8 session, and then we have the overnight session. So we have the weekly overview here. We're able to see that it started off kind of slow. We did draw back a little bit towards the beginning of the week. Honestly, I think this is just pretty normal as the market was getting ready for Wednesday, which was the big day, the infamous FMOC. So I'm not really going to discuss what happened with the FMOC. I don't really care. I'm sure you guys have already heard what happened during the meeting. So we're just going to go ahead and discuss the structures here. So we have a little bit of a B formation towards the this was on Friday. So this is a nice little indicator to cap a little intermediate auction. Sometimes it marks the end of a move. In this case, it would maybe be the beginning of a counter auction fade. If you're asking me, this could just mean that it's time for a little bit of let's come back a little bit, catch our breaths, and see what these 4200s have in store for us. It could go one or two ways, obviously, but it's just and this is me personally speaking, it's just this low liquidity, sideways action, boring market has forced me to be even more nimble than what I thought I was. So yeah, it's gonna force you to think outside the box. That's for sure. There are a couple things I am going to highlight in this video that will insinuate that Friday was a nice context clue of what's to come in the future. So I'll be discussing that in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, I mean, Friday was or this past week was definitely had a lot of opportunities. Hell of a buying market right here. And if you remember in my last video, I said that I wasn't against being a buyer in these prices, especially if we just tested a little bit below 4200, but we still maintained at least conviction in our attempts to get back up. It's not to take away the fact that this market gave a crazy buying opportunity for a lot of folks, I hope that some of you were able to take advantage of that. But if not, there's going to be tons of more of these opportunities, and there's no reason to be upset that you missed an announcement, especially if it has somewhat to do with or has a little bit of FMOC influence, and I'm mostly projecting these things because it's what I tell myself in my head is like, I can't be mad about FMOC activity because the skill level's not there yet. I'm not as capitalized as one should be for these type of days. So you have to be real with yourself in order to just learn, review what happened, see if there's anything to pull out of the information, and then who knows, maybe next meeting you'll be ready to act on a possible play that you've seen repeat itself multiple times during FOMC week. So I will go into Thursday session a little bit deeper when I do my top-down analysis to show you my actual entries and where I messed up. So that's to come in a few minutes. But let's go ahead and head over to our weekly. As I got the weekly profiles up here, we have our open at 42.30. We had a crazy wick going to the upside, and then it's just been a somewhat downtrending Asian market. We are now at the high of last week. So interested. I marked this off using this little trigger rectangle that I usually have on my charts. This not only highlights last week's open, but it also highlights the week prior's highs and where we saw some rejection of these 42.20 prices. So have this highlighted. Interesting to see if we open up tomorrow underneath this rectangle or above. I think there's some information to be taken there. We do have a VPOC or Virgin point of control right below us at 42.06. If you remember from, I might have not made a video actually for this, but if you remember from the weeks prior, we had a VPOC down at 41.30, and boy did we touch it. We violated it. We tested it again, and then we held it as support, and then we just took off. I'm really interested in these profiles because I have created a micro composite, which I have here. So this micro composite starts on 5/15. Let me just give you the exact dates from the 15th. Oh, I'm sorry, the 14th of May up until tomorrow. So we are above value area. I'm sorry, this is till Friday. So 5/14 to last Friday. Yeah. So just trading above the value area high. We do have a micro composite point of control at 42.05. So that is the Globex open. I did want to show the micro composite just because I wanted, in case we do trade below these this value area high, then I can lean on the POC as well as an LVN or HVN for some type of entry, or just what I usually do is just add it to the sandbox of market information that is being generated and use that to come up with some type of idea. So yeah, I will. I'm not sure if you can see these prices. You can't. So micro composite value area high at 42.16. There is an LVN at 42.16.50. There's a micro composite POC at 42.05. There's an LVN right below that at 41.99. And then the last level that I'm interested in is the HVN at 41.94. So yeah, hopefully those prices can help you in some form or fashion. But yeah, so that is it for Globex Open. Let's go ahead and go into any potential plays. I was gonna go over recent action. Actually, let me go over recent action, and we can highlight the top-down analysis. How about that? We'll go ahead and switch it over. So we covered the Globex Open, and now I want to take this opportunity to just quickly go over some top-down analysis, starting with the monthly and then ending with the quarterly. So we'll go ahead and just go over this. I do have some analysis for each time frame. So we'll go ahead and go start with the monthly here. All right. So nice action with the May profile going on. We do have a double distribution forming, but for the most part, we had our buyer step in at 41.10 and take us all the way back up to April 23 highs, which was previously tested early on in the week. So we were able to reclaim those prices rather quickly, and now we're trading near the almighty February 23 highs. We've put ourselves in a position where we're able to either see a complete rejection off these highs and maybe come back into the month's value area, or like I mentioned just a few minutes ago, we break through these highs and we go into price discovery mode, and S&P is back at 4,800. But that's in La La Land, so don't take that and run with it. But anyways, in all seriousness, we're back to at least being able to contest February highs. It is going to bring some interesting action, so be safe out there. It's not going to, if anything, I've been the number one complainer about this low liquidity market. This VIX at 17, don't give me that. I'll take a 23, 24 VIX day any day. But this low liquidity market has me really struggling to come up with some good ideas, and then on the complete other side, I either put on this trade or I don't, and I'm like, and it's hard to figure out why it didn't work, and sometimes it's harder to figure out why it worked. But be careful, because it is going to bring some volatility for sure. But happy to be back at these prices. I think this is the 4200s is a very important area. This was big in 2022. There was a multi-week or maybe even a multi-month balance that included 4200. So that is probably a good reminder to go back and review 4200 actually. All right, this is the weekly. Well, I kind of already discussed that with the micro composite. Not too much to discuss here, aside from the fact that I'm not too sure why these gaps keep happening in my weekly BPs. If anyone has any information on that, that would be greatly appreciated, because I get if there's low volume, but why not just connect the profile? You know what I mean? So my next steps would probably be to reach out to CR chart support. But yeah, nothing really to call out here aside. I just wanted to highlight the micro composite. I do have a trigger here that highlights the previous week value area. It was kind of something that I used for last week's video slash prep. Unfortunately, I have an idea written out on the chart. Again, this is not advice. This is just a play, and honestly, this is not a play that kind of just goes off of market structure. This is just a play that happens that I've seen occur after Monday RTH closes, if that makes any sense. So I've seen this happen once before, maybe a couple times actually, but the most notable one was Thanksgiving. I will be shorting the overnight POC. I am targeting 4206. Sorry, the Globex has single prints at 4235. That would be my stop for this particular setup. Again, this is not a very technical play. This is just a play that I wanted to take advantage of last time, but I didn't have the confidence in myself. I didn't have the conviction. I was still new to live trading. I will probably do a little bit more prep after the video to equip myself with some information or ideas for the long side. You know, if I have a short idea, then I try to usually have a long idea to pair with it, as a plan B. But yeah, that's my this is my daily analysis on that. We're still creeping around the extreme of the balance. Going over to the quarterly. So this is something that I was able to pick up on, um, not too. I think it was either late last week. Maybe it was. I might have had it in the video, but I made this trigger, and I just realized that we're trading above last quarter's value area. We're maintaining um, business in the value area high. We were able to use this trigger as a support, not once but twice. This trigger also leans on the POC, so kind of left to wonder if value area is following price. Like, this backs up a lot of ideas that I have regarding the long side of this narrative. But yeah, sorry, I just kind of lost my train of thought. It's the brain got rolling and I started thinking of some things. But great chart. I think it's very it shows me a lot that I've been wanting to see of 2023. You know, forget this. Don't worry about this. But yeah, 2023 has been a lot of sideways action. You know, we haven't really done much. But you know, are we creating a balance here? You know, is there a possibility that we break above balance and, you know, we go back to reclaim some of these 2022 prices, late 2022 prices? You know, who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for quarterly. Sorry, I kind of just started getting off all on a tangent. So here is my trade from last Thursday. Figured I'd talk about not going in at the right time, and having a perfect example for that. So here we are, Thursday. This is FOMC day. Obviously, overnight session creeps up. We open up Thursday. We drop straight down, and we do some back and forth around the POC of the previous session. This is what I interpret as a buying opportunity, just based off the fact that we were holding above the POC. We reclaimed some of these pre-FMOC prices, and we were looking to take it up. So I took the trade here at, and so I took all my trades just a little hour, just a little after the initial balance had been set, or around that time rather. Here I took the longs at 41.45. This one I exited just because it wasn't really a good entry, or so I thought. So I exited. I had some decent open profit, but it just, you know, kind of came back on me towards my entry. Second and third trade, the ones I really do want to highlight, are these long entries at 41.45 around 10:38 Eastern time. So we had a open profit of 225, 575. We had total efficiency of a little over 66%. Considering the exit, I did have a efficiency of 42% on that second contract. Wasn't in them for that long. I exited here just due to this coming back on me. This trade here, oh, I'm sorry, this bar here, kind of, I saw this. I really don't put too much attention to the candlestick formations, but I saw a little doji right here, I automatically just thought, okay, not gonna lie, trade with just a little bit of emotion. Saw the pressure, the selling pressure on that candle, gravestone, doji. It's one of those things. Saw that, put that together. Still low liquidity market. Okay, this one doesn't have legs, kind of like my other trade. It was gonna come back towards my entry. Took profit at that. It's not really till it came to its support this second time that really just, this was the opportunity that you wanted to take this trade at. Saying you could have used my entry, you could have even came down here to 41.42, but this is where you wanted to be. And that kind of just set off the day. So I missed out on a good opportunity, but it is what it is. Gotta charge it to the game, you know. That's my mechanical chart. So mechanicals all set up for this week. All right. So I'll go ahead and wrap it up here with just some fundamentals that you should be aware of. So for tomorrow, I did mention European stuff. So they have their consumer confidence. I thought they had inflation, right? So economic sentiment, services sentiment, industrial sentiment, consumer confidence, all for the ECB. US, we have our central bank consumer confidence. We got home prices year over year, month over month. The dead Felix manufacturing index. So right at open. Nothing going on later on in the session. Got some China news, some Japanese news. France looks like they have an inflation rate preliminary. I'm not sure if that's what that is. Wednesday. Wednesday we have JOLTS. We have Dallas Fed Services Revenue Index. We got a federal speaker early on in the morning. We have another one later on in the morning with Harker. We have a couple federal speakers on Wednesday. Okay. Wednesday is going to be kind of sketchy just because it's the end of the month. I feel some reshuffling. Thursday, ECB has their unemployment, their inflation. That overnight session is going to get crazy. Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Nothing really for US. Initial jobless claims. We got the PMI at 6 a.m. So right before open. It's gonna be a weird open. Got some oil shenanigans. Harker again. Wednesday, Thursday are gonna be kind of litty. And then Friday we have unemployment, NFP. Okay, it's gonna be another. And yeah, so yeah, that wraps it up for fundamentals. That wraps it up for this video. So if you've been watching and you watch this one, big thank you. If you watch all up until this point, big thank you. It means a lot to me. I feel as though we went over quite a bit of information. I hope to make these videos as entertaining as possible. So if you feel like they're still a little boring, then just know that there's only so much you can do when it comes to trading, and it's widely more psychological aspects than anything, and make it entertaining along that. So big thank you for staying tuned in and checking out these videos. I really appreciate the support. Any feedback, please drop it in the comments. I hope all you guys are doing well. And I hope that this information is somewhat useful. I know I'm not one of the big shot guys, but I feel as though I can connect with a lot of traders, maybe my age, younger than me, older than me, who are just maybe a couple years fresh. Those are the people that I'm really like making these videos for. So, um, just I would love any feedback, any tips that you may have. I would appreciate it all. Um, so yeah, busy week coming up ahead of us. Especially wrapping up the week, we have some big fundamentals coming out. But remember, we don't trade the fundamentals; we just trade market structure. So, stay cool, stay safe. Remember, use your stop losses, and yeah, please like, subscribe, share this videos, or these videos rather. Sure, share this video, share these videos. Um, that I would really appreciate that. And I hope you guys all have a good week. And I will see you guys next week. Take it easy. Bye bye.